Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, especially to one of the most outstanding instructor from our institution, Sir Marvin Micaros, and my dear classmates. Welcome to Chapter 11, Reflective Practice Using Assessment Data. Before I commence my discussion for this morning, I, Miss Mary Jo Flores Solano, one of the reporter for this fascinating topic. In this chapter, it is now focused on the teaching practice for the teacher or for the future teachers. To assess the teaching practice as a teacher, teachers should engage reflective practice. Now, what is reflective practice? When we say reflective practice, it refers to thinking about what you do. Like after monitoring your teaching effectiveness, reflective practice is a concept on what you are going to do to become an effective teacher. So, what are the teaching method you are going to integrate in teaching practice to become an effective teacher to ensure the learning outcome of the students? So that was reflective practice is. To measure the teaching effectiveness of the teacher use learner attainment data. It serves as measure to measure the teaching effectiveness of the teacher. There are three tools to measure the learning effectiveness of the teacher. Number one is the DLL. When we say DLL, it stands for Daily Lesson Log. Daily Lesson Log is an index of mastery. Um, whether the whether the students can proceed to the next lesson or students need for remediation. For example, if I am the teacher and I observe that my students didn't understand the topic, well, they need remediation. Or I'm going to add an additional activities for them to understand the topic. But if the students are well understand or are well learned from the topic, then they can now proceed for the next lesson. The next one or the second tool is the ECR or the electronic class record. Okay, before it called as class record, but for now since we are dealing with ICT integration, it is now called as electronic class record. So when we say electronic class record, it is another document that teachers use to monitor and evaluate the learner's progress and achievement. So if the students got the lowest grade, maybe the problem is the teacher. Because I believe that the learning outcome of the students reflect the teaching style or the teaching practice of the teachers. Kasi naniniwala ako na kapag hinuhusayan ng isang guro ang kanyang pagtuturo, malaki ang posibilidad na talagang may natutunan ang bata. But sometimes, if the students got the lowest grade, maybe kulang pa talaga siya or hindi niya talaga naiintindihan ng isang lesson. So, with the help of this tool, electronic class record, dito nakikita yung progress ng mga bata. So, as a teacher, as a future teacher, I'm going to facilitate the learning outcome for my future students. The third one is the progress chart. Progress chart, okay, teacher use progress chart to monitor his or her students' progress based on the class average. So, for instance, from my experience before during my high school days, I observed that my teacher display a progress chart in our bulletin. At nakikita ko na nakalagay lahat yung general average namin. So, with the help of that chart, talagang maa-assess ng isang guro kung may progresibo ba ang kanyang estudyante. So, progress chart is very helpful to reflect also the teacher if he is an effective teacher. So, may mga instances kasi na kapag kulang sa ensayo ang pagtuturing sa guro, talagang maaapektahan ang performance ng isang estudyante. So, those are the important tools to measure the teaching effectiveness of the teacher. So I concluded that as a future educator, reflective practice is very helpful for me to become an innovator and to become an effective teacher to my future students. So that was my part, and thank you so much. Kapuna ka.